Unlocking English. Mastering negative forms and questions in probability and possibility. Hello, language learners. Today, we're diving deeper into the realm of modal verbs, specifically focusing on expressing possibility and probability with negative forms and questions. We'll also cover how to respond to these types of questions, so you can have a well-rounded, engaging conversation in English. So, let's jump right in. First things first, let's understand the basic structure. When we talk about possibility and probability, we often use modal verbs like can, could, may, might. For negative forms, we just add not after the modal verb, such as can't, couldn't, may not, might not. Now, how do we form questions? Quite simply, we switch the subject and the modal verb. Instead of I could, we ask, could I? For example, she could go to the party. Positive, she couldn't go to the party. Negative, could she go to the party? Question. Now, let's move on to expressing negative possibility and probability. Here, we're looking at the likelihood or chance of something not happening. Using our modal verbs with not, we can construct these negative statements. For example, I might not finish my work today. It's possible I won't finish. You can't be serious. I believe it's impossible you're serious. Remember, different modal verbs can express different levels of certainty. Can't and couldn't suggest a strong belief something is impossible, while might not or may not indicate uncertainty. Forming questions about possibility and probability is quite straightforward once you've mastered negative forms. All we need to do is swap the position of the modal verb and the subject. For example, could we make it to the top of the mountain? Might she not come to the party? In the second example, note the positioning of not. It follows the subject, she, when in a question, unlike in a statement. When responding to questions about possibility and probability, your answer will depend on the certainty of the outcome. If you're sure about something, you can respond with definitely or absolutely. If you're unsure, you might say possibly or maybe. If you believe something is unlikely or impossible, you might respond with probably not or I doubt it. For example, could we make it to the top of the mountain? Absolutely, if we keep a steady pace. Might she not come to the party? Probably not. She has a lot of work to do. And that's it for today's lesson. We've covered expressing possibility and probability using negative forms and questions, as well as how to respond to these questions. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try to use these structures in your everyday conversations. Keep up the great work, and you'll soon be a master of modal verbs in English. Happy learning, and see you in the next video.